Right, how you going? It's jerky time. Oh, someone's just woken up and knows what time it is. What time is it, Charger? That's right, it's jerky time. So, I'm going to put some jerky together today. We're just going to go through all of the main ingredients. Obviously, topside beef, there's about 6 kilos there. We've got the dry ingredients, so we've got coconut sugar, ground cinnamon. We've got some garlic and some ginger paste. I've got some fresh garlic, but I'll probably just use the minced garlic. I might put a little bit of this in. Obviously, it's better to put fresh stuff in. Got some onion flakes, got some crossed chilies, they're dried. Got these are peppers. They're not too hot. I like to put them in because it's nice to have a bit of a fresh pepper in there. These are thickeners, so we put these in after all the dry ingredients. We'll use these two, the teriyaki and the honey soy. If we run out, we'll move on to these 2 bottles here. We've got the vinegar to melt down all the dry ingredients. The base of the mixture is soy sauce, so we've got plenty of that. And then we've got a little bit of red wine and some rum to put in top to get a bit more flavour going. So we'll get all the ingredients together. I'll chop up these ones. I've got 3 bowls, so 6 kilos we're going to put into 3 bowls. And let's get started. What do you reckon? Ready? I think you're ready. Yeah. Right, so we've chopped up both chilies. I don't want it to be too hot. I just want the chili flavour to be in the mix. Just make sure it's not too hot. So, you know, I've got all the juices here that I've cut up on the chopping board. Give it a quick lick and look, it's not very hot. It's just going to be nice flavour all the way through. So we'll put these in and we'll also stick a little bit more chili seeds in and we should still be good. It won't be too overbearing. Right, let's get all the dry ingredients in. I don't have specifics. I just go by feel. So as I said, you know, we've got 2 chopped up big red chilies here. We'll separate those, so we'll get about 1/3 in each one. Okay. Now I like to start with the cinnamon powder. Just a good dose. And then we go with the coconut sugar. I like to give this another dose. I'm going with a little bit of ginger paste. Not too much of this because I don't want it to be too gingery, but it's good to have the flavour in there. So there's about a teaspoon in each one. Minced garlic. This one we can put a fair bit in because we want the garlic flavour to come through. So maybe 2 tablespoons. Now, we want to melt down all of the dry ingredients. Oops, sorry, we'll put some chili seeds in. And almost forgot the onion flakes. So this is what we're looking at the moment. I call these the dry ingredients. We get the brown vinegar. And we just put in enough just to melt all the ingredients down. Just cover them, just like that. Alright, so there's just enough there to cover all the ingredients. Now just get a fork and stir those in. want to add the soy sauce. So the soy sauce is the base ingredient, so there's going to be quite a bit in there. Until you can see it's nice and black. I guess there's a couple of cups of soy sauce in there. Alright, so what do we got left now? The thickeners. So the teriyaki marinade. Alright, there's not really enough in there, so I'm going to go for the honey, soy, honey and garlic. You want to put a good dollop in. Don't be shy. This is where all this gets sticky, sticks onto the jerky. Alright, that one's also running out, so we'll go with the red wine and garlic now. That should be enough. Now I've got a little bit of red wine left over, so we're going to use, it looks like, a third of a bottle of wine in these three bowls. And the lucky last ingredient, some rum. Now this is $80 bottle of rum, but clearly you don't need to use an $80 bottle of rum. Just some nice rum, rum that you like to drink, and just a dash. Give it all a good stir in. And that's it. That's our mixture. We've got 3 bowls. So now we're going to put the meat. Alright, now onto the meat, which is a 6 kilo slab, and the favourite of one specific person here, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah. So obviously we're going to make it manageable. So what I'm going to do is I've got 3 cutting boards, including this one. I'm going to cut this into a more manageable piece. Then on here I'll cut that piece into kind of steaks, which you can put into here, and then we'll cut that into kind of like pencil sized pieces. So that's the process, make it smaller as we go along, and then we just stick it straight into the mix. Alright, so let's go. How are we going to do this? Right. Clearly, the sharper the knife, the better. Alright, so there's a slab. Now I want to cut that into a steak. About 1 centimetre thick. And then we cut strips. Alright, so this is about the size we want. I'd say about 8mm square. If it's a bit wider but thinner, it's not too bad. They all need to be pretty much uniform, otherwise the drying process is going to be a pain in the bum. So that just goes straight into the bowl and we just keep going. If you flatten the meat out like this, then usually, no matter if you cut it a bit chunky in some places, you can find the lines and still get your sizing right. Just like that. It's probably a little bit too thick maybe, but we can deal with that. Just cut it down the middle again. Another tip with your meat, if you can cut across the grain, not with the grain, it makes it a lot easier to pull bite sizes off your jerky when you're actually eating it. Alright, so we've come to a section here where there's quite a bit of fat. Now fat, once it's dried, is the first thing that'll go wrong, so that'll rot when in storage. So try and cut it out. A little bit's not too bad, but a chunk like that, I usually give it to the lucky bugger. So as you can see, there's a little bit of fat running through here, but that's no problem. Alright, that's one slab done. I've got quite a bit left to do, so I'll get back to you when we're a little bit of the way through it. Alright, so it looks like we're about a third of the way through, which is good because one of our 3 bowls is full. So we just want to stir that, just so that we can get all of the meat underneath the marinade. Alright, and I'll put that one to the side, bring the next one in. Keep going. Right, we're coming to the last little bit now. We've got a tiny bit left. We just want to make sure that everything's covered on each bowl and it's all about the same amount in each one. Onlookers. One of them's very happy, the tax man down there. Hey, go Rory. Say hello. Hello. Hi. Ooh. Right, so... Alright, give it a good stir, make sure it's covered. Try and get all the little bits on the bottom up off the bottom and sticking to the meat. Okay. Now the last step is to put the cling wrap on top of the marinade. Just push it down on top of the meat, get all the bubbles out. Okay, that's it. Next. So as you can see, 3 bowls of marinade. It's pretty much perfect for 6 kilos of meat. Open the fridge for you. And then we just put them in the fridge, 24 hours.